Hello and welcome to Mounted Archery with Ken. I'm Ken. Today I want to talk about a couple of different things. I want to go over a couple of techniques that I use in mounted archery as well as a couple of the quivers that I use. So let's get started. Starting out, talk about this crossdraw quiver, okay? I really like a crossdraw for most things. I've just recently started using a back quiver a little bit that I've designed, and for me, they both have different uses. Raid courses, I much prefer the crossdraw. Again, this is just me. My wife and daughter, they prefer the back quiver for everything, and so again, no right or wrong. Not going to recommend one or the other. It's kind of based on your own body mechanics and how you train. A lot of it your background. For me, a lot of the way I shoot and everything has to do with my past, both target shooting, 3D shooting, hunting, that sort of thing. Which brings me to a style of shooting that I've used pretty much exclusively in my mounted archery journey up to this point, and that's Mediterranean. It's not real popular. In a lot of cases, people find it harder to master Mediterranean shooting fast, like on a raid. So let's just demonstrate that. What I do is I grab my arrow by the nock. Again, this is what I do. So that's what I want to demonstrate. And it's up to you. If you want to try it, great. If you don't, if it's not going to work for you, that's fine. I use these X nocks. They're nice and wide. I can get hold of them. They index just by grabbing them. And I funnel load. And I'll demonstrate that. So draw the arrow, and then I find my eye of the needle here, thread the eye of the needle, and then my funnel loading, I just press the string between the nock and my thumb, and it's on there. Now I just slide my fingers up, get the Mediterranean grasp, and I go to the first joint of the knuckles. That helps hold the arrow against the bow as you're going down the track, and then just come back, shoot right back in there. See, and with the cross draw, it's really easy to find that bow and put the arrow on the string. All right, so that's out of the cross draw quiver. Let me grab my back quiver. Put it on. All right. So now it's still basically the same thing. And I come out of the back quiver, thread the needle. Okay, I'm not coming back to full draw because I'm just kind of flicking these arrows out on the ground, but I want to give you the idea of how I do it. All right, so that's Mediterranean. Now if I shoot out of my hand, let me just grab these 3 arrows. If I shoot out of my hand, what I like to do is I like to shoot points down, and I just put these arrows up in this hand, grasp them, and they fan out. Okay, it's pretty automatic. And then it's just a matter of threading that needle. All right, Mediterranean. All right, so now I'll load my quivers back up. Well, I was trying not to do that. What a mess. All right. Yeah. Gotta have everything just so. All right, so now we'll demonstrate Slavic. And of course, Slavic, I've just started shooting Slavic, and I'm really liking the results of it. I wanted to get more of a rapid fire. I wanted to be able to draw, shoot, go through the aiming process, everything else much quicker, and Slavic seemed to fit the bill for me. I've tried thumb with mixed results. I just my fingers want to wrap around the string. So again, Slavic was kind of a natural adjustment from Mediterranean, and then in my brain I just had to make the adjustment from the left side of my bow to the right side of my bow, which by the way isn't an easy adjustment when you've shot off the left side of your bow your whole life. So that's what I've been working through, and it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. But anyhow, so for Slavic, I do everything just the same with my loading routine, and except everything just goes to the right hand side of my bow. It's still a funnel load. All right, now all I got to do, I hold that pinch on the arrow with my thumb and my forefinger. I just straighten my forefinger out a little bit. So then just the next two fingers underneath the bow to draw with, and the thumb and the forefinger, they just hold the arrow next to the bow. I leave my thumb there. It's just, it doesn't seem like it'd be necessary to remove it. It's already there. So one less thing for me to think about, and the fewer things I have to think about, the better my brain works. So then, and again, not really the full draw. Yep. Back quiver. Same thing. And I knock under. So I come in and up. It might be better coming out of the back quiver to knock over, and I'll try to demonstrate that. Whoops. See, I got under my knock. It's automatic for me to go under. So I'm just going to, right? No sense trying to teach an old dog new tricks there. There's no reason to. I do just as fine going under. So that's Slavic out of the back quiver. Now I'll grab these other two arrows. Now I do something different shooting out of my hand. I grasp like say I'm out on a hunt course, all right, and I've got these in my Crossdraw quiver. And I've designed this quiver to be short enough that I can do this. I can grasp these arrows in a bundle right here out of this main compartment of the quiver. Now I'll draw them out, and then I kind of do a cigarette grab right here at the bow. But I take the rest of my fingers and I just grasp the rest of the arrows, all right? And it fans them out really nice. That also sets, because I've come right up to the bow with my feeder hand, call it. It also sets the length where I know where to find these knocks, all right? So now it's just a matter of getting it on the string, and then it's still a funnel load, no difference. It's just tips up as opposed to tips down. And you can do tips down. Again, this is what I'm working with. It's what works for me. Try different things. No way is the absolute perfect way to do it. There's a lot of things you can streamline your shooting. The back style quiver, Mihai he really designed a flying quiver for, you know, fast shooting, that he comes down, he shoots, and as he releases, Katra brings his arm back, so there's no real wasted motion, right? And it's really appealing to watch that process happen. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody is programmed that way. You could probably program yourself. You have to train yourself to shoot all these different ways. So keep that in mind in you know, as you try different things, and don't be afraid to try different things. I was, and I think I might have not done myself or I might have done myself a disservice by being hesitant to change. And it's there's a whole world. There's a lot of different styles out there. Find one that works for you. Thank you, and as always, if you have questions about the quivers I make, you want to see something different, let me know. Drop a comment in there, like, share, subscribe. But there's a link in the description where you can contact me to get more information. It'll take you to a little survey just so that I get the information I need to answer your question, and that's all there is to it. And enjoy your shooting, try different things. See you next time.